Raiders, the Pelops, the Fusion, the Argonauts are here. It's the 7th anniversary of Raid, and we've got a ton to tell you about today. We're going to kick off this video by just quickly saying Pelops the Victor is the Fusion that is live now. We have his Fusion Path. We have his Fusion Path planned. There's also a Path event. There's multiple 2x events happening. We're going to go through all that and more. But first, if you want Pelops the Victor for free, this insanely OP champion with his Magma Shield, with his 200% potential buff and attack, if you want him for free, there's a new player promo code. That new player promo code, which you're going to put in right here, is simply RAID 7. If you're a new player, first 24 hours of a new account, RAID 7, and you get Pelops the Victor. There's literally no better champion that you can get to start your account. This is probably the best they've given since I started playing. From what I hear, this is the best they've given ever. You're going to get that. If you're also starting a new account, I've got a link. It is epyre.com/snap. epyre.com/snap. And you're going to get a wildly good champion. A champion that I badly want. You're going to get a triple legendary start, right? Because you're still going to get Ezio. Then you're going to get Pelops. And then just you're casually, not that button, you're casually also going to get Knights Revenant. You're going to casually get Norma the Return. Yeah, that's right. Our free legendary champion is Norma the Return. She of the 3 5% poison debuffs and poison sensitivity for 3 turns. She of the decreases damage with poison. She's going to give us all that good stuff. We even get a lovely increased duration of debuffs, which is really, really strong. You're going to get her, and then at level 10, you're also going to get Venomage. After level 10, you're going to level 20 get Seeker, and level 30 you're going to get Tyrell. If you combine that with Pelops, we have easily the best start possible in Raid, and I'm going to tell you why quickly. The real reason that we have, and we made this code specifically for our players, right? For the people who watch these videos. What we want to do as early game players is we want to get onto farming Demon Lord Clan Boss as soon as humanly possible. Demon Lord Clan Boss is the most important thing to farm. As you get higher, you get the highest value rewards in the game from this mode. You get your Sacred Shards, you get your Sacred Legendary Skill Tomes. You're guaranteed at Ultra Nightmare level, top level, 70 million damage a day, right? As many keys as it takes. You are guaranteed to get a Sacred Shard, a Void Shard, a Ancient Shard, a Legendary Skill Tome, or a Epic Skill Tome. What that does for your progression is wild. Our alliance just started, like literally this week, clearing Ultra Nightmare every day, which means you're going to get 2 of those chests every day as long as you can get there. It's unbelievable. We've got the best code to do that. All you got to do is use epyre.com/snap and then use the code RAID7. You're going to be, it's the best. I've never even considered starting a free to play. I barely have time for the one account. And like now I'm just like, maybe a free to play. But that's not all. That's not all, dear friends. We have a triple summoning party. Triple summoning party. So we have okay, so it's a progressive event. Let's just start with it's a progressive event. This is the list. From your Ancient, Primal, and Sacred. We're pulling Ancient. I'll explain why in a minute. You can get Glorious Palace, Oozle of Jade, Feral Barkhorn, Michinaki, or Brogni. Your choices are, you're probably going to get Palace. Palace seems insane, ranked 5 stars all over the place. Everyone's going crazy for Glorious Palace. Feel free to get Feral the Barkhorn or Underpiece Brogni if you're so inclined. Those are great. If you don't have Geomancer, please, for the love of God, get Geomancer. Taragi the Frog is really good into stuff like Ice Golem, though. I have Geomancer already built up and already empowered, so I'm gonna Taragi my life up for these. And then the new Marius Storm Herald Hecaton is in Voids, along with 2 champions I don't care about. And then White Dryad Naya, who I've always kind of wanted, and Demetha, who I already have. Now, what's important is what's happening right now, and I'm going to show you what's happening right now, is for Ancients, we have 2 events. What's the second event, you ask, dear friends? You've got a, how do I see it? You've got a, whatever, I'll just tell you. It's fine. Summon any legendary champion to get a different extra one as a bonus. That's right, just a double legendary, casual double legendary from Ancient. And hey, while we're here, I've only got 4 Sacred left. I've just been lucky and grabbed a couple over the past day. I've got 4 Sacred left after I was 1 shard away. My favorite video ever did. 1 shard away from getting Bayek. Unreal. But we are going to have 5 because we've got the event that they gave us with the free legendary, the free login reward thing for a free legendary. So we're going to have 5, and then on Saturday we're going to have double legendary. So don't pull your legendary until you get the pull 2 legendary, not double. Our percent chances are actually the same, so we still have the 0.5%, 0.5%, 1%, 6%, right? That has not changed, but we have the 15-time progressive for Pelops. We have the 15-time progressive for our good friend Hecaton. And so that's what we're going to do. We all good? All right, now, shoot, might have to do that. We'll worry about that later. Now we're going to take a look. We're going to take a look at the Summon Path event. They didn't give us the numbers, y'all. I'm not going to lie to you. They didn't give us the numbers, so we're going to do our best to present a guide. So, oopsie. All right, right here. This is from their Twitter. It doesn't have the stats anywhere. It goes from March 5th to March 21st, so it is as always, about a 2-week grind. We've got the anniversary path live now, and that's going to be the big one. You're going to have to pull for the anniversary path if you want to do this. I don't think you're going to have to pull from the only other summon event, though. The only other summon event is the champion chase all the way down here on next weekend, March 13th. There's not a third training event, so we're safe there. And everything else is just ridiculously easy to do. If you've got about 20 million silver saved, if you've got energy, if you've got about 1,000 gems, probably about 1,500 gems, you're going to be able to do everything. All you really, really need to worry about is that anniversary path, which we're going to talk about. So right now, as you're watching this video, the Ice Golem tournament is around. Feel free to do that. Grind it up. Go ahead. It's not overlapping with anything you care about except the anniversary path, which is already open. We always want to try our Gear Hunters events at the same time, but the Gear Hunters not all the way to down here. When we have a champion training, we don't have to worry. You can, if you want to do your champ training in Ice Golem, you can. Ice Golem is just slightly too hard for me to do real champ training in, so I'm just going to knock out Ice Golem with my daily energy, call it a day that way. Anniversary path, I think you're going to have to do. We'll come back to that later. Gear enhancement, really easy. You spend the silver. Really, really, really quick. I'll show you how to do that when that event comes up. I'll do a separate video on how to handle a gear enhancement without too much trouble. Basically, you take all the gear you're not sure of, you rank it up to 8, you see if it gets the stats you want. Then you, if it does, you rank it up to 12, see if it gets a stat you want, and you sell it at each point when it doesn't, and you should be totally fine. You're going to have plenty of gear to enhance because you did Ice Golem. Champ training is kind of a pain in the butt. That's what you are hopefully saving all of your brews for. You basically take all the brews you got from your anniversary path pulls, right? You take all the crappy 3s and 4s and you just pump them full like 3 brews. Then you level them up just enough to rank up and then do the same thing again. And champion training happens relatively quickly. Champion training is straight up my least favorite. It just annoys me. Classic Arena Takedown is wildly easy. Literally do twice a day. Use all your arena tokens, you'll be fine. Fire Knight, again, not overlapping with anything except the path. Totally fine. Easy enough. Gear Enhancement 2. So we're going to need to make sure we're paying attention to our silver totals. I tend to start with less silver than I should and have to grind a little bit for silver. But hey, that's what Spider 20 is for me. So Gear Enhancement here, you're going to do that, right? You're going to do the Spider Tournament. And if you can champion train in Spider Tournament. I have no idea why there's double champion training tournaments at the same time. I'm assuming that means that it's going to be one little one and one big one. Like we can get 2 different Sunken Sentinels, which is the rare we need to fuse into Tildemaster Dekos. So I'm assuming we're going to need 2 in order to get there. Fine, so be it, such is life. So we're going to need that champ training, which is going to lead us to the Gear Hunters. That's our only Gear Hunters. We have that overlapping with Spider, right? So we're not going to start Spider here on March 12th. We're going to start Spider here on March 13th. So we start Spider on March 13th. We gear hunt at the same time, and then we're going to get our gear hunters done with that Spider. Then we have our second champion chase. I'm hoping to avoid that one. Straight up hoping to avoid it. It looks like it's just a single rare. I should be able to avoid that by doing the anniversary path and taking care of business with Spider. Classic Arena still easy. Dragon still easy. Please note this dragon is also overlapping with the second half of the champ training, so we're really cooking with gas here. It's overlapping with the second half of that Gear Hunters. We're really cooking. And then we have our last gear enhancement, but we just did a Spider, right? We just did a champ train. We just did Gear Hunters. We just did a dragon. We should have plenty of silver for that Gear Enhancement 3. None of this looks terribly difficult. This seems like they're basically handing us an extremely, extremely powerful champion. So, all right, let's take a look at the hard part. Because the hard part is the anniversary path. Paths are kind of annoying and frustrating. We're going to look at the path right now and look at what we need to do. So this path is completely freaking obnoxious. I'm just going to let you know it is under events, anniversary path. It's here. We're going to start right around here. We need to get key plus 3,000, key plus 3,000, key plus 15,000. And this is going to give us the epic, so we do want to get that epic because obviously that's like the gas, right? We're going to just go straight down. We're going to go down 2,500, 5,000. This is weirdly the Alice's Adventure group in the Forge, so cool, I guess. I don't have any of those. I wasn't around, but hey, not bad. We are going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 keys, so we're going to need to do all 4 of these right here, right? There's no more keys down here. There's nothing we need to do down here for this path unless you're just wailing out. Stop once you get to the keys. Once you get to the keys, go up, unlock, move down. Good. Key, unlock, go up, move down. And you're going to need all 4. You are going to want to make sure you get this epic. This epic equals 4 of these, friends, and it saves you all the materials and the training and everything else. So that's how we're going to do it. Also remember, if you happen to pull any of these guys as you're doing your big pulls, that's going to help. So really simple, we need the 250, who cares? We start wherever, and then we go down, we go down, we go down. We're just going to go boom, 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 boom. All of these are very easy. It's very easy to get 250, 300, 250, and then it's easy to get 500, and then when you start getting to the thousands, it becomes a pain in the ass. This is going to be largely pulls. The way we get these is this is basically Gear Hunters 1. This is why there isn't a Gear Hunters 1. We can get gear from events. So I'm going to handle my gear hunting in my ice golem. So I'm going to do ice golem 20. 20 is generally the best for these. It's just the best energy to gear ratio that you're going to get. And then I'm going to summon champions. We're going to do our big summon. Whoop, it takes us right over here. I'm going to pull a bunch of ancient shards until I get some legendaries, and then we're going to see where I need to go. Then I'm going to do a bunch more. So I might end up pulling I'm probably going to end up pulling those legendaries. Who are we kidding? This is going to be expensive. And this is especially expensive if you participate in the Bayek event. If you participate in the Bayek event, unless you wailed out, I'm pretty sure you're going to end up having to spend to do this. Just so you know what the points are here, we are your artifacts and accessories. You're only getting 5 and 6 at 20, or 38 and our rank 5 could be from 18 to 51. Rank 6 can be from 31 to 64. That's not amazing, right? Like, let's say you get two rank 6s, now you're at 60. You get 2 rank 5s, you're at 36. That's going to take forever to get to the thousands. Where your real money is the shards, right? You're getting 3 for mystery, which is actually fairly decent. It's fairly often 1 there. So I'm probably going to pull 1,000 mystery shards and call that 3,000. Just that's what the real use of mystery shards is. They operate as extra currency in these situations. These are going to be amazing on Saturday when it's double. And then the ancients are 300. All right, that's it. That's going to be how and what we do for this path event. That is how we're going to handle these. There's also, just so you know, the reason I have so many ancient is there's a really, really good bundle for it if you're so inclined to be a spender. It's like $40 for 40 ancients. It's a really, really good deal. I ended up doing that because $40 for 40 ancients seems like a worthwhile deal to me as someone who is happy to spend on this game, who's getting a lot of joy from it. All right, don't forget to download the game, epyre.com/snap. Snap. That's me, Snap Judgments. Also Pulse Glazer. So make sure you do that. Make sure you do Raid 7, get Palace, start a new account. There has literally never been a better time. That's it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you later, actually, for a second video. Peace.